Hello, I'm Trace.
And I'm Sam.
And we're changing up the format. And this is From Our Perspective. Yeah, of course, as always, welcome. Welcome to the podcast. We missed you.
Welcome.
It's episode 79. Nice. And we're trying to change some things up.
We're so stressed.
We're, with school and everything else going on, and
in these uncertain times,
we as a company,
we at Brand Corporation,
we at Big Brand Corporation have decided that we're gonna make it seem like we care.
Yeah, but we don't.
We really don't.
I just took a drink, not even thinking about the fact that
we're changing it up. No, we're changing it up. We're coming at you in a more mainline way. And it's not for what it's worth right now. It's not permanent. We're not deciding. We're not like changing the course of our podcast forever. If it works, then it works, and then it will be permanent. But we're gonna try some things going forward. We might try to do bi-weekly. We might.
We've already been kind of doing that.
Yeah, we might try to do like looser topics, stuff like that. We're gonna try some new things to just kind of see if we
trim a little time off the end.
Yeah, the one thing that we're definitely doing is we're not going to make it an hour long. It's gonna be shorter.
Just a little bit shorter. Maybe 40 minutes.
Yeah, it's gonna be shorter. It's just mainlined. We're not gonna spend 10 minutes talking about nothing.
A little bite-sized morsel for you.
Yeah, so it's not worth it. It makes it easier for you to listen to. It makes it easier for us to find time to do the show, since we also have a second show we run now. And it just makes sure that we're all
school started.
And school has started. So yeah, it's just we filled up our plate at like probably the worst time.
Yeah. But now we're gonna jump into the topic.
We're just jumping into it. 2 minutes in and we're already in.
This is crazy.
This is crazy.
We didn't talk about how nothing has changed in our lives.
Ain't that? Well, now we have. Great.
Yeah.
Good job.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, we're gonna get into it today. We're gonna talk about weird social networks, weird websites, weird kind of ways that people meet people and stay in touch. And the first one's Facebook, dude. There's so much weird stuff on that.
So crazy.
No, but yeah, we found some pretty weird websites, social networking sites, and it's just there's some pretty crazy ones. There's about one for everything, so if you can think of it, it probably exists.
Whatever itch you need scratched.
I guess I'll go first.
Okay.
My first social network site is lineforheaven.com.
What does that mean?
This network offers users a direct line to the man upstairs. My dad, he's upstairs right now. You earn what they call karma points for blessing people in a Facebook-type poke. Remember when poking someone was all the rage?
Oh, yeah. That's such a strange concept in and of itself.
I remember people I didn't know would, like, poke me a lot. Not on Facebook, in real life.
Like, in person.
They'd just start poking me.
And then they go, hee hee.
Yeah, I'd giggle like the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah.
The promise is that this network will reserve a place for you in heaven. You even get a handy update every Sunday to say whether your spot has been reserved. This is what started the Protestant Reformation. This website is exactly what got Martin Luther.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say that the Protestant Reformation is in agreement with these sorts of things. I was like, no, that's definitely, this is modern day indulgence.
This is indulgences. That's exactly what this is. I wonder if there's a fee. I kind of want to go to this
really
website.
Funny. You can donate. No, it's a donation. You can pay as much as you want. You don't have to pay, but
you can. And then if you do donate
who's gonna say that
more,
spot's saved?
Well, if you do donate more, maybe your number goes up. Maybe you're higher up in the queue.
Yeah.
You'll
die sooner.
Yeah, you'll die sooner. If you're number 1 on the list, that's bad news, actually.
There's someone's already hunting for you at that point.
The fact that I'm not an incredibly religious person, but I did go to Catholic school, so of course I know everything about religion. Mm-hmm. That's a lie. But isn't the idea? I am the authority. Yeah, isn't the idea of heaven that it is an unbelievable paradise where all of your worries are gone?
But, well, you're forgetting the part where everybody lives in apartments and there's only finite space.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, is that
they're not making any more real estate trace.
It's like, yeah, they're going to have to start expanding soon to, like, go to, like, I don't know, Saturn or something.
They had to start expanding into other mythologies' afterlives.
Valhalla is next.
Sorry, Valhalla, you're getting paved over.
I just don't
Christian
like,
apartments.
There are certain aspects of certain religions that don't make sense to me, and it's not. This isn't like a widely held belief that heaven has finite space.
I don't think so. I don't think that's an issue.
So, like this aspect, this new aspect.
I think it's not so much. I don't think it's not so much like your physical space. I think it's like you said, it's just indulgences.
If you're on this website, then you're a good person.
Well, you get to go to heaven.
It clears you of your sins. Yeah, it is. You're absolved. It's indulgences. Like,
it's crazy.
And the sad thing is, and I don't mean to kind of darken it, but it's just preying.
You're gonna bring it down.
But it's preying on people.
Of course
it is. Other people are praying.
Yes.
Get it? Talking about all this heaven nonsense. Nonsense. Shit.
Wow.
I didn't mean it like that.
Wow. Whoa.
I didn't mean it like that. All this heaven
fine.
stuff.
You'll cut it.
I probably won't. I didn't mean it like that. I'm not saying that it's nonsense.
Sure.
I'm not. It's a great idea.
My first one is Catmoji.
And that's been from our perspective. Thank you all for listening.
This is Pinterest for cats.
I didn't even want to hear what it was.
Feline pet owners register their furry companions and create a profile to upload images. Comments can even be made to look as if they were written by cats. What does that mean? Like it's not legible?
It looks like a cat fell asleep on your keyboard.
It's a little paw print as a signature.
Well, I was just imagining I've never personally owned a cat, but they're you always see those memes where it's like, my cat is always right in the way of where I need it not to be. So I'm trying to do work from home and my cat is laying on my keyboard. So it's just like F, the letter F just 1,000 times, because that's what the cat is standing on.
Yeah, that's the first button it hit when it laid down. I'm not into pets as much as I like animals a lot. I just don't like having them. I can't take care of myself. I don't want the responsibility to take care of an animal. Doesn't like pets.
Don't like
Heaven's
pets.
Nonsense.
Don't like pets. Don't like heaven. I'm securing my place in hell.
Sounds like
I want lineforhell.com.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna need.
I want lineforhell.org.
It's .gov.
So this, of course, doesn't interest me. But
you could dress up like a little kitty cat and post on there.
I could be a furry.
Yeah.
Well, what I was gonna say is I don't.
I think that's one thing people forget about. That's always an option.
You could be a furry. You could be a furry. That's always in the back of my mind. I could be a furry.
It could always get worse.
It could get worse. I could be a furry. I
don't think there's much else to say about Catology.
Well, I was gonna say, like, I never, even though I get that I'm not a pet person, but like I said, I do love animals, but I never get when people say, like, I'm a cat dad or I'm a cat mom or they literally identify themselves as their dog's parent. Like they
I don't
say,
get that either, really. But I mean, hey, I'm not judging.
I'm not. I'm slightly judging. I'm not judging. I don't think that they're like horrible people. I just don't get it.
Okay.
I'm not I'm not going to this website anytime soon.
Well, what's your next one?
Oh, I should have probably had that ready. Okay. IntellectConnect.com.
Oh boy.
So
this
I do have
pretentious.
No, it doesn't at all. I do have a couple of like dating websites apparently. I think this is a dating one. If you're a Sheldon Cooper, it's already starting off great for me. I'm the demographic.
I love Big Bang Theory. Bazinga.
I love Big Bang Theory. I love young Sheldon.
Sheldon Cooper.
If you're a Sheldon Cooper and spend your nights considering the string theory or the molecular makeup of your iPhone, then you may wish to talk and mingle with like-minded brainiacs and even find geeky-shaped love on Intellect Connect. One of the options is for platonic cinephiles, which I thought meant film lovers, but it actually means crossword compiler. So I guess I won't be joining. So it can be platonic. You can look for friends, but you're
how many are?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I think you hit it right on the head. It seems pretentious.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm so sophisticated. I'm so smart.
I'm so smart. I need to go to
I think about
intellectconnect.com.
string theory.
I feel like if someone claims that they're smart, then they're really not smart at all. Or they're just an asshole. I feel like 9 times out of 10 they're not smart.
The second one most of the time.
I feel the opposite. I feel like when someone says they're smart, maybe they have a good knowledge on some aspects.
Okay.
But when it comes, like, because I think my intellect is average, but like more to the above average side.
Yeah.
Like I know a lot. I have a broad knowledge of
now
useless.
Look who's a genius.
I need to be on intellectconnect.com.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like you're saying.
Well, I'm just saying I have a broad knowledge of useless. I have a broad and useless knowledge base. So, and I don't think I'm stupid, which I probably am.
I don't know. I'm pretty dumb.
But I feel like when people put themselves in like the genius category, they either need to be Stephen Hawking, or they're just an asshole.
Well, it's like people who don't know what they're doing overestimate their skill at things, and that would be the same thing for intelligence.
Oh, yeah. I watched a video about that. What's that?
Well, it's like there's imposter syndrome, too, where actually talented and smart people think, like, I'm a fraud. How did I get here?
Yeah.
I don't deserve any of this.
Typically people, I watched a video about that psychological theory. You think of yourself at a more below average aspect of where you actually are, and then the people who think that they're a lot better are not. They're stupid. It's an interesting theory.
So all these people are stupid on this.
All these people are dumb. No, they're smart. They all watch Rick and Morty.
Yeah, I was actually, when you started talking about it, I was like, only Rick and Morty fans are on this.
Only Rick and Morty fans allowed on intellectconnect.com. I don't get being like a braggart about that kind of stuff. Like, who cares if you're smart?
That's probably because you're stupid.
Me?
Yeah. If you were smarter, you'd brag about it more.
I would brag about it. That's true.
You'd talk about how smart you are.
I would sit in my smoking jacket and my pipe, and I'd say,
and your fedora.
In my fedora, and I'd say, the stock market looks great today.
Quite the bull market or whatever.
Or whatever. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't know anything.
Okay, yeah, I don't either. What's your next one?
Meet at the airport.
What?
It seems like a lot of people enjoy. Yeah, meet at the airport.
Like meet, or like meet someone.
Not like meeting two people.
Okay.
Not like.
I need some meat, and I'm at an airport.
Not like
I
a
need
burger.
to go to meetattairport.com.
It seems like a lot of people enjoy the risk and adrenaline rush arising from an encounter between two strangers. This app helps keep you company during your layover. It locates others who are also stuck in the terminal looking for someone to talk to. Great.
That sounds horrible to
people
me.
who want to talk to me are going to be able to know where I am now.
Well, no. I actually like that. Being a person who hates talking to people in public.
That's true. They can find each other.
They find each
Yes,
other.
I love
and
this.
They don't have to do that stupid small talk. Like, I hate
where are you
that.
going? Where's your flight? How long you been delayed?
I wish I was more of a jerk. Because then I would just tell people that I don't want to talk to them. But
I get that.
That hurts my feelings when I hurt someone else's feelings.
Yeah.
Like if I could just like wear a shirt that says I don't want to talk to you. And then it says don't talk to me, and then on the back it says until I've had my morning coffee, and then that would get someone to talk to you.
So you like coffee? What kind of coffee?
But I just like the other day I went to the store, and I hate cashier small talk. I hate it. I hate talking to cashiers because I don't know what to. I just want them to ring up my thing and let me leave. I don't like talking to people unnecessarily.
Like I just said, you don't know them. Why do we have to act like we know people?
Yeah, I find it hard to say things to people that I know. I suck at small talk. 90% of the time I talk to someone, unless we're like doing something together, it's silence.
Yeah.
It's silence because I don't know what to say. Don't talk to me. If you see me, don't talk to me ever.
Use meet at the airport to talk to someone that isn't Trace.
Go find a like-minded person. I don't know why I don't like talking to people so much. Like you said, we don't know each other, so I don't care. Okay.
Yeah, what's your next one?
This is probably the best website ever. Stashpassions.com.
Is this about mustaches?
Yes. This community promises dating and networking for mustache lovers. You get to enjoy stashes via photos, forum posts, instant messages, and updates. It's the place to be if you love the walrus, the Mexican, the dolly, the pencil, or the Fu Manchu. What's the Mexican mustache?
I don't know.
Apparently it's a specific one. And it's the picture they chose is great. It's like a guy in a button-up, like Hawaiian style shirt that's got flames on it, and he's got like the Hulk Hogan handlebar.
The big old.
And he's
thing.
Like he's obviously an older gent, because who else wears that kind of stuff? And he's got like cool sunglasses on. I love this website.
This is great.
I am so jealous of people who can grow really good mustaches.
Yeah.
It really like it makes me feel like not even less of a man, just less of a person. I
can't grow a good mustache.
But yours, at least, like your beard connects to your face. I have like a neck beard, and I can't help it. It's just
hey,
like it.
Don't worry about
how it is. I do worry about it. I've literally, I haven't shaved in probably 2 years. I've definitely trimmed, but I haven't shaved. And the mustache, like if you know me, and Sam, you can see the mustache that I have is 2 years strong, dude. 2 years strong, and it's this little like pedophile-looking mustache.
Jeez.
Luckily, I have a. If I didn't have this beard, I would look like a pedophile. I'm just saying.
Wow, Trace is dragging himself.
It's just a matter of fact. So yeah, I would say that I am a mustache enthusiast. Sadly,
well,
I cannot partake.
This sounds perfect for you.
It's perfect for me. I guess, date a woman who also loves mustaches, but it will be sad when she realizes I don't have one.
You'll get there.
Anyway, what's your next one?
Hate book.
This sounds right up my alley.
This app is similar to Facebook, with the exception that there's a high number of haters. It was designed to unleash all the rage you're harboring and receiving an equal amount of hate in return.
This is right up my alley.
So everybody just yells at each other.
That's good for me.
Are you sure? Hold on. Are we sure this isn't just Facebook?
Oh. See, I was gonna say that is a good comparison.
Got him.
I do hate Facebook. Facebook sucks now.
It does suck.
I don't really ever remember a time it didn't suck, to be honest, but
no, it always sucked.
But it sucks a lot.
I don't
more.
like social media in general. I don't get it.
Every
time I go to post anything, I just go like, who gives a shit? Who cares about what I have to say right this second?
I mean, I don't know.
That's just
I enjoy some of it. Like most of the time, I agree with you. It's just like, who really cares? I don't ever really post anything that is like that unimportant to me. Like I'm not going to post, oh, I just watched the newest episode of TV show. It was great. Like I don't.
Loved it. How about that twist?
I just ate at X.
Look at this picture of my burger.
X and Y restaurant. Oh my God, Sam! I hate.
Did that just trigger you?
I hate people who take photos of their food.
And it's not even photo people.
It's not even like it's not even like like if I went to some place and they gave me like a burger that was on fire, I would probably take a picture of it because that's like radical. And it's like something that you haven't seen before.
Or if it's like maybe like you've seen those pancakes where they can like draw things with the pancakes.
Yes.
Like I might take a picture of that. I'd be like, that's crazy.
And then here's the next step, Sam. Even if I did take a picture of my food, I'm not gonna post it.
I wouldn't post it anyway. I'd just be like, hey, a good friend, look at this crazy pancake I ate.
Yeah, I went to IHOP and they made a pancake the shape of my butt. And it's like, but it's like just a regular
It was just two pancakes next to each other.
Yeah. You saw like, something that wasn't there.
That's just two pancakes. But it looks exactly like my butt.
That's what my butt looks like. And then you see my butt and it's literally, it looks like two pancakes.
Exactly
like literally.
Like two pancakes. Like, whoa, okay.
That is crazy. Because most of the time when people do that, it's like they just take a picture of food that you've seen before, like a burger, but the burger just looks yummy. And I'm like, I don't care. Okay?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's how I feel about anything I got to say on social media.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, that's just your opinion, man.
That's just my opinion, man.
That's fair. Everyone, of course, has their own opinion. I'm not crusading for like everyone who does take pictures of their food and post it to like.
Go experience life, the real life.
Get off your foot. Take time to smell the roses. There is a weird. I mean, I say that, but of course, I'm just as a. I think everyone, when it comes to technology, they understand how hypocritical they are. Like they say, yeah, I mean, it's not as bad as older people say, but it's definitely like our generation has an addiction.
I don't have a problem.
You're on your phone right now as I speak to you. What are you looking at?
Nothing.
I don't. It's like in school when someone's like texting under their desk. A teacher knows because they're like looking at their crotch and smiling. Like, who does that? I caught you red-handed, Sam. Hand me your phone.
No.
You'll get it back at the end of the podcast.
It's an emergency. I'm texting my mom.
My mom's dying and she's texting me instead of calling the school.
My grandma's in the hospital.
And they're texting me about it. Jesus. Oh, yeah, the next one. I forgot that we were talking about things. My next one is Farmers Only, but of course everyone's heard about FarmersOnly.com.
You don't have to be lonely at
FarmersOnly.com. Yeah, I'm just going to skip this one.
Okay.
It's just a dating site for farmers.
For good old country boys and girls.
He's a good old boy.
Ain't for them city folk.
Ain't for them at all. It does have a little picture, and at the top there's a horse saying, "City folk just don't get it."
That's like their other tagline.
Yeah, city folk.
That's their tagline, and the other one's their like little song.
Yeah,
their jingle. That's the word for it.
Yeah, their jingle. My next one is Ravelry.com.
I don't know what that could mean.
I don't know either. What's impressive about this network is the sheer scale of it. On Twitter, these guys have around 30,000 followers, and it exudes needle-clicking passion.
What? Excuse me? I feel threatened.
I don't know what that means.
That's a strange expression.
These are the guerrilla artist end of the knitting community.
Oh.
Okay.
If these guys like needles in different ways, like
yeah, the ones like that you're scared
needles
about.
That I don't like. I don't like needles.
If these guys held a grudge against you, you'd find the head of a knitted racehorse on your bed. As you dig deeper into the community, you see just how much of a supportive network it is. People offering pattern advice, organizing meetup, and joking with each other on the forum. All in a nice bunch of knitters. All in all, a nice bunch of knitters.
I love to troll the knitting forums.
I love to troll Tay Knitting Forum. I mean, you know,
posting funny memes.
I was talking to my cousin the other day, and I was like, it would be cool to knit.
I mean,
like, if I could knit my own sweater, that'd be neat, dude. Especially when it's getting colder like it is.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go. I don't know what Ravelry has to do with knitting. Maybe I'll figure it out when I go.
One of the yarn balls or whatever.
It might be it.
Maybe.
Probably. I'll go there and they'll teach me how to knit a sweater. That's cool though. That one is so far probably the most harmless one. Just knitting.
I think I'll have your favorite one though.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Is it stashpassion.com or whatever it was?
No, I'm sorry. Then I guess it's not.
You've got a hard one to beat.
This one's called Cloak.
Okay.
This app is perfect to help you avoid particular people. Cloak breaks the mold from social media intended to connect people. After becoming a user, you can look up the whereabouts of your contacts and avoid bumping into them.
Are you serious?
How crazy is that?
This is perfect for me.
I mean, it's perfect for everyone.
The other thing I hate about being out and about, and luckily I don't go out and about as much anymore, if at all, is running into someone I know. Because I feel like when I don't know. It's just running into someone I know. Again, it breeds small talk.
Yeah, and what are you gonna talk? You're not gonna have a long, in-depth discussion at the Walmart.
Yeah, it's just
in the dairy aisle. You're not gonna be like, I've been thinking about like life in general and like going to deep talk about that. You're gonna be like, so what you been up to? You still in college?
Oh God, I hate it. It was my little brother's birthday yesterday, and we had a small family get together. And
I could have told you how to avoid that.
Don't go.
You didn't need cloak.
Oh yeah. I saw people from my family that I haven't seen in a while. I hate talking about college. I just do. It's not.
I do too.
It's not,
especially since I've been in it so long.
That's also true. Like,
it's like they're like, so what do you know? And I'm like, I honestly don't know. I'm like beyond senior, but I'm not done yet.
Yeah. Well, the thing with me is, the first time someone asks, I'm fine with it. Yeah, I'm going to college. I like it a lot, and especially being in an area like if someone asks me about it, I'm not as incredibly, like if I ran into someone that I haven't talked to in a while and it was just me and them, and they said, "How's college?" I wouldn't really mind as much.
No,
it's still small talk, and I don't like small talk. Being in a get together where I haven't seen multiple people and I know multiple people are going to ask me about college, that's where I get upset. Not upset. It gets old. It gets old. Like, so the first time someone asked me, I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I'll talk about college a little bit. That's cool." And it was just talking about their experience and my experience and how things are different because of the state of the world right now.
Yeah.
And then it happened again, and I was like, great. I love re-explaining myself. If there's one thing Trace, love is saying the same thing over and over again.
I don't think anyone likes that.
No, I don't think anyone does. And then a third person asked me about it, and it's not like I don't.
And then you grabbed the knife,
and I picked them up and threw them out a window. No, and it's not like their fault, because of course if they were standing there the first time, they wouldn't have to ask.
Yeah.
It's just, going into another room and seeing them, they're like, "Oh, Trace, how you doing? How's college?"
How's college?
It's not happening
boring
right now, basically. I'm at home taking classes.
Boring and stressful.
Yeah. So I need cloak.
Let's give us your last one, and then we'll start to wrap up.
Sounds good. This is a good one. MyFreeImplants.com.
I saw that one on another one.
You did?
I did. That's a ridiculous one. Can you explain it to me, though? I just saw the picture and then I left.
Possibly one of the most shocking of the collection is this community where women who want large breasts and boob benefactors who enjoy looking at them come together in a beautiful synergy of creation. The website boasts sexy photos of women who have had the operation and those awaiting it. What is amusing is that the website started off with women asking for cosmetic surgery like nose jobs, tummy tucks, etc. But it became clear very quickly that the men did not want to pay for nose jobs, so needs must. Its creator thought of the idea whilst on holiday in Las Vegas. Bet it was a fun few days. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, who doesn't love boobies?
I know. They're such cool birds.
They are. The blue-footed booby.
Yeah.
It just shows you how mature I am. Every time I hear the name blue-footed booby, it kind of makes me snicker. Like, I kind of giggle to myself.
Well,
and of course, I'm not doing it. Yeah.
It's like, what's that other bird? It's like a tit or something. Am I mistaken about that?
I think a tit is a type of bird.
I don't want to Google. I don't want to Google tit bird and get horrible things.
I did. Tit bird. The tits, chickadees, and titmice.
So
constitute the Paridae, a large family of small passerine birds which occur. Yeah, so they're
what
like
was
tiny
that third
little
one you said again?
titmice.
Titmice.
They're like chickadees, is what I'll say.
Okay, so
here's a picture. British tits. What does that make you think of? Oh, mate, look at me tits.
Here's me tits.
Holds up two little birds.
Little birds.
I don't really know what else to say about this website. It's
I
just,
don't either. I think we should just...
It's just guys paying for strangers' boob jobs.
I mean, I guess it's nice in a certain way.
Do you think that if I went on myfreeimplants.com, paid for someone's tit job, I could post that online for heaven, and then because I've helped someone in need, that would get me higher?
I don't know about that, but maybe you could put it on your taxes.
It is a donation.
It's a donation.
To
the greater good.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah.
Good website. Good for them.
Yeah, go check out these social medias.
Go check
if you're
out.
Interested.
Go check out British tits.
Yeah.
Even though we're changing, I was about to say, even though we're changing the format and we're making it shorter, we're still keeping our two signature segments.
Yeah.
Today in history. Today, of course, is September the 21st.
Mm-hmm.
In 1973, Jackson Pollock's painting "Blue Poles" sold for $2 million. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Not a fan of Jackson Pollock.
He's the one that did the
splatter.
It's like just a bunch of paint. I guess that's all paintings, but like it's just like splattered on there.
He was the guy who like put paint on a canvas, right?
Yeah.
He did do that. Yeah, he was a splatter. He was like, I would imagine he got so famous because he was like the first guy who got really abstract and just did anything.
Like, yeah, hey, look at this shit. I just fucking took my paintbrush and waved it over a piece of canvas.
Well, I think if I'm not mistaken, he had like a big studio. Maybe I'm thinking of like a specific painting. And he just like put a bunch of paint on a paintbrush and just flung it at the canvas. Now, I was looking at the Today in History, and I saw the thing, and it didn't show the painting, and I was a little disappointed, so I had to look it up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who would pay $2 million for that thing. It's called Blue Poles. Blue Poles. Poles. It's just, I don't like Jackson.
What is this?
I just don't like Jackson Pollock. I don't like his painting.
It's like a close-up of a dirty carpet.
It does. It could be a thing. It could be a thing. This could be my thing. Is I'm jealous that he is the one who got rich for doing something that, in my opinion, doesn't take any artistic talent.
I mean, there's some intention behind it. It looks like there's these like
blue
poles, I guess.
Now, I think he has done some things that like there is actually some rhyme or reason to it.
Yeah.
But for the most part, there's not.
I don't know. I don't know very much about art, so I'm not going to say anything. But here's a very true fact about it. He was inspired when he knocked over a glass of milk, and there was some some food coloring on the table too.
Yeah,
and it all kind of swirled together, and he was like, "Whoa, that's pretty cool."
That's a blue pole.
And then he was like, "No use crying over spilled milk."
And he was the one who coined that phrase.
That's right. And then he made that painting.
Well, Blue Poles, the actual painting itself was originally a lot better. But what happened is he was carrying it to the museum. After he didn't give it time to dry. That was
he did it real fast, and he was like, "Oh, this is great! I got to go get it down there."
It was like that scene in Willy Wonka and the Charlie
Factory.
The I Got a Golden Ticket scene where he's like running down the street. But then he dropped the painting on the ground.
Oh no!
And he picked it up, and then that's what it looked like.
He's like, I see some blue poles. Let's go with that.
And like, if you look really close on that painting, you see like gum from the sidewalk that was on the ground that like attached to the painting.
There's some like dog hair. I don't know if any of that's true.
No, it's probably not. See, I will say real quick, and then we'll do your holiday corner, because he was alive. He's of course dead now.
He's been alive at some point.
He was alive at one point. But he has, in the past, he did stuff that wasn't just splatters on a canvas. And though it's still abstract, it was, that sold really well after he died. So that's probably why.
What about dying?
He died in the 50s, and that sold well in the 70s. So that's probably why he was popular, and then. Okay. Well, fine. Anyway.
What?
It still makes me upset. But he had other work that, though it was abstract and it's not my style, he actually seemed to put effort into it. And I liked it. It was at least artistic. Anyway, I'll stop rambling about Jackson Pollock. Let's move on to Sam's Holiday Corner.
Yeah, today's September 21st, like he said.
Mm-hmm.
And today is Pause the World Day.
Oh, no. That's not good. You can't pause the rotation of the Earth.
Not unless you have the controller from Click.
That's true.
So Pause the World Day is a day to turn off all the extra noise in our lives that raises our blood pressure and stresses us out. On this day, the world should be paused, and our troubles should be forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
How to observe. The day can be celebrated in many ways. Sit with a cup of tea or coffee. Get out in nature. Listen to the sounds of the birds, trees, and animals. Take the day off work. Don't check your phone all day. Don't respond to any emails or return any messages. Practice yoga. Meditate. Have a picnic or go out for dinner. Maybe not out.
Maybe not go
Exercise. Out. Get a massage. Take a long bath or sit in a hot tub. Watch a funny movie or listen to your favorite music.
Read a paragraph about this. read the longest paragraph ever written about this holiday. That's something you could.
Well, it's more
do.
of a list.
Oh.
It's like a bulleted list. Yeah, that's nice. Just relax. Take it easy.
Yeah,
I like that message. I've been doing that for the past couple months.
Yeah.
I've paused the world because I couldn't take it anymore.
Well, don't plan on pressing play just yet because it's still going nuts. That is. I do like that message a lot. Take some you time. Maybe still respond to like emails. Yeah,
respond to
stuff.
Your loved ones and family and friends.
Make sure they know that you're okay.
And not dead.
If your job requires you to respond to something, I know that we saying relax, but just make sure that you're not like
letting your responsibilities go.
Yeah, don't throw your life away just to take a break, unless you want to. I mean, who cares?
Hey,
it's up to you. It's your life. I can tell you.
I'm not your dad.
I can't tell you how to live your life. I'm not your mom. He's not your dad. We're not your parents, but we are disappointed.
And this was from our perspective.
we are disappointed, and this was from our perspective. Thank you all for listening from our perspective. The shorter version now, the mainline version. And like we said, whatever this is, it isn't permanent. We're not going to, it might be, but it's not set in stone yet. We're definitely going to keep it shorter while, coronavirus is still kind of going around. It's just, we don't have as much to talk about anymore. So there's no reason to to try to stretch it out to meet the mark that we set previously. But yeah, thank you all for listening. Of course, we post the podcast on pretty much all the social media platform or podcast platforms. If we're not on a specific one, let us know, and we'll try to get on there. And if they have a rating system that you can do on that podcast platform, give us a rating, give us a review. We'd love to hear from you, good, bad, or otherwise. If you want to hear more from us or see updates and stuff like that, you can follow us on social media, on Instagram and Twitter at FOP_pod, and on Facebook at From Our Perspective. I think that's about all we have to say. Of course, we post the podcast on Mondays, and we will see you on a Monday coming up. I've been Trace.
And I've been Sam.
Goodbye.
Toodaloo.